are back for some more personality tests. So today we are to be doing the Enneagram personality test. It says this free Enneagram personality test will show you which of the 9 personality types suit you best. See how you score for all 9 and types and understand where you fit. So once again, it's an inaccurate, neutral, and accurate description of your personality. So yeah. I strive for perfection. Inaccurate, neutral, or accurate? It depends on the situation, so I guess we'll just do neutral. I work hard to be helpful to others. Another neutral, I don't really help people. It's important to me that other people like me. I don't give a shit if people don't like me, honestly. That's where I've gotten fucked up in life, is caring so much about what people do. It's important to me to achieve great things. Achieve great things? I mean, as long as I fucking get through life, I guess. I don't really care. I make more significant contributions than the average person. I don't think so. I kind of just do what I'm told. If I'm working, I do what I'm told and do what I do and get through life, and that's about it. I feel my emotions very deeply. Yes, I do. I'm a very emotional and very sensitive person with in tune to my feelings. I just don't have a great understanding of how to cope with them. That's always been my biggest issue. Like I'm a person, I have a big heart, I've been told, and I have a lot of feelings about a lot of things that make me super sensitive and super emotional. So yeah. I have a sense that other people will never truly understand me. And that is fucking true. There's a lot of people that will probably never understand me or understand what I do or what I did. And that's the thing about it, is that nobody will truly understand you but yourself. And that's the hard truth of it, which sucks. I think deeply about things. That is also very accurate. I think too much about anything and everything, and I wish I could stop it, but I can't. So yeah. I am prepared for any disaster. I am not prepared for any disaster. I mean, I'm gonna go like right there because initially I always think that everything ends up in a disaster, so. It is important to me to avoid pain and suffering at all times. If I could, I would. But I wouldn't be here if I could avoid fucking pain and suffering all the time, but fuck. So, down here... Oh, so this gives you a big type of fucking knowledge of what it is. I think we can go after that. After. I seek out experiences that I know will make me feel happy or excited. Not really. I don't seek out anything. I see the positive in every situation. Nope. I am not afraid to tell someone when I think they are wrong. Nope. I let other people make the decision. Depends on the... I'm stuck in making decisions, so I'm going to put that in the middle. I appreciate having rules that people are expected to follow. I mean, I'm okay with rules. It kind of makes my brain easier to fucking understand and process things, so... I'm concerned about security more than anything else. I don't know. I'll put it in the middle. I think a lot about what will happen in the future. Yep, that's generalized anxiety disorder for you. I don't fit in with ordinary people. Also very true. I'm fucking autistic. And there's always a rarely good chance... There's rarely a good reason for changing how things are done. I mean, not true. Sure, there's a good reason for everything, how things are done. I always finish my chores. I don't know. I guess so. I'm always trying to be a better person. Yeah. I check carefully for mistakes and errors. Yeah, I don't like making mistakes on anything because I don't know. I don't like it. I like to be around people who I can help. I don't really like to be around people in general, so no thank you. I like to feel that I am an important person in my social group. Nope. Because that would imply that I have a social group, and that's not true because I don't have one of those. It's important to me to be successful. No, it's not. I'm just trying to fucking feel alive, be alive this long. To live! Yeah. The organizations I belong to would not function well without me. What fucking organizations? I don't fucking belong in a cult like that. The organizations. What fucking organizations? I often feel overtaken by my emotions. Yeah, I'm a very emotional person, as I've said before. I'm also sorry if I'm going very quick with these. It's 5 in the morning, so yeah. I've always felt different from other people, aka autistic. Yes, I like to analyze things from every angle. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. I'm always overanalyzing everything, but that's also a part of my overthinking. I always have a plan for what to do if things go wrong. No, because whenever I think about I always usually think everything's gonna go wrong, and then it doesn't happen, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then usually if I don't think that things will go wrong, and then shit goes wrong, I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, I avoid situations that'll bring up negative feelings. Can I really avoid situations like that though? I mean, that's usually just like therapy where they have to bring up uncomfortable shit. Let's put neutral. I seek excitement. What's exciting anymore, honestly? I'm good at seeing the bright side of things when others complain. Nope. I do not hesitate to call out people. Nope. I get along with what other people want. I go along with what other people want. Not really. People should follow the rules instead of doing what they feel like. I don't care. Y'all do what you do. I seek out relationships that offer me some type of protection. Not really. I can clearly visualize what can happen in the future. No, I cannot. Average people would often find me a bit weird. That is very true. I like to do things as I've always done them. That is also true. I yeah. We'll go over all this shit in the ending. Actually, so I think before we continue, and I'm just gonna read these because I'm sure people are. Yeah. Okay. So, what is an Enneagram? The Enneagram is a personality typing system based on ancient spiritual traditions, which describes people in the terms of their core motivations, desires, and fears. The word Enneagram comes from the Greek word enna, meaning 9, and gramma, meaning something drawn or written. The Enneagram describes 9 personality types and maps each of those types on a 9-pointed diagram, which helps to illustrate of how the types relate to one or another. Used widely in counseling, business, and spiritual settings, the Enneagram helps people to better understand what drives them and how to harness their natural strengths. Learning your Enneagram type can illuminate how you view the world and help you discover the roots of who you are, from your foundational childhood experiences to the choices you make today. The Enneagrams help us better understand ourselves, be more empathetic to others, and find our distinct path to our personal growth, happiness, and growth. So we've got the perfectionist. Um, Ones place a lot of emphasis on following the rules and doing things correctly. Type 1 fears being imperfect and can be extremely strict with themselves and others. Type 2 is the giver. 2s want to be liked and find ways that they can be helpful to others so that they belong. This type feels with being unloved. Type 3 is the achiever. 3 wants to be successful and admired by people and are very conscious of their public image. Type 3 fears failure and not being seen as valued by others. Type 4 is the individualist. 4 wants to be unique, to experience deep, authentic emotions. Type 4 fears they are flawed and only focus on how they are different from other people. Type 5 is the investigator. 5 seek understanding and knowledge and are more comfortable with data than other people. The biggest fear of Type 5 is being overwhelmed by their own needs or the needs of others. Type 6 is the skeptic. So 6 are preoccupied with security, seek safety, and are to be prepared for problems. The Type 6, the greatest fear, is being unprepared and able to defend themselves from danger. Type 7 is the enthusiast. 7 wants to have as much fun and adventure as possible and are easily bored. Type 7s fear experiencing emotional pain, especially sadness, and actively seek to avoid it by staying busy. Type 8 is the challenger. They see themselves as strong and powerful and seek to stand up for what they believe in. The greatest fear of 8 is to be powerless, so they focus on controlling their environment. And Type 9 is the peacemaker. They like to go with the flow and let the others around them set an agenda. Type 9 fears pushing people away by prioritizing their own needs and tend to be passive. What are the Enneagram triads? The center of intelligence of triads are foundation parts of the Enneagram. The 9 types of the Enneagram are divided into 3 centers of the intelligence: heart types, head types, and body types. So the heart types, types 2, 3, and 4, depend on their emotional intelligence to try to understand their own reactions and connect it with others. Head types, type 5, 6, and 7, depend on their intellectual intelligence to make sense of how things make sense of things, and navigate the world around them. And body types 8, 9, and 1 depend on their instinctual intelligence to follow their gut and respond to threats and opportunities. These centers, also called Enneagram triads, help us understand our type's gift and challenges, as well as why types see and interact with the world in drastically different ways. They also help us understand why we get stuck in certain patterns of thinking and behaving, and why we struggle to understand and communicate with others. So the wings of the Enneagram. Wings is a term given to the two Enneagram types found with each other on the side of your core type. For example, nine's wings are 8 and 1, a seven's wings are 6 and 8, and a four's wings are 3 and 5. Enneagram's wings represent related personality styles in which we can lean into in order to develop new facets of ourselves. Some people adopt one wing as a part of their identification. I am 4-winged 3, identifying strongly with a description of one wing as well as their primary type. In this way, wings can be understood as a detailed way of typing yourself, as known as a subtype. Wings can also be understood as a flexible opportunity for growth. Rather than choosing only one wing you can clearly identify with, you can think of both wings as an optional style that you have access as you further your development. Because both of your wings have qualities that are adjacent of your own type, Enneagram wings offer a new but accessible way of approaching thought and behavior. Arrows of the Enneagram. Each basic type in the Enneagram is also connected by two lines or two other basic lines. Each line has an arrowhead on it pointing towards the primary type and one pointing away. The arrow represents the aspects of our personality that we need to develop to become more whole and balance out the limitations of our core type. The first line pointing towards the core type connects to the type which the person has left behind or repressed in childhood. The characteristic type of this must be reintegrated for the person to develop. This is called the against arrow. The second line pointing away from the core type connects to the type in which the person may grow into once they are ready to reach a higher state of development. This is called the forward arrow. In an example below, you can see that type 1 is the against arrow moves from the 7 to the 1, and the forward arrow moves from the 1 to the 4. And then this just says why you should take the test, and then some Q&As. Okay, so let's get back into it. I persist until a task is done. Usually, yeah. I spend time trying to discover and correct my faults and weaknesses. I don't, because at the end of the day, I always feel like I do everything wrong and I'm a failure all the time. I hold myself to very high standards. No, I am a natural caretaker. I mean, I'd say so. Yeah. I want people to admire me. I don't give a shit. I want to achieve a lot in my life. Pretty neutral. If I am honest, I feel that I'm a bit better than other people. Nope. I feel a deep sense of grief for what I have lost. Yes. I am an unusual sort of person. Yep. I take time to understand things more deeply than most people. Yeah. It is important to me to be prepared for any emergency. I mean, yeah. I distract myself from any sad feelings that arise. I try to, anyways. I have to make changes in my life when things get boring. Try to. I tend to be more optimistic than most people. Nope. I tell people what I think even if it is hard to hear. No, I do not. I would rather follow the group than push for what I want. I feel most comfortable in organizations with a clear hierarchy. I don't really care about organizations or hierarchy or anything like that. I take measures to protect myself and my loved ones from harm. Sure. I make plans for many years in the future. Nope. I am an unusually unique person. Yeah. I dislike trying new methods or procedures. Yeah, sorta. I focus on my responsibilities and duties. Yeah. I read books that help me to be more productive or better at what I do. I mean, no, but I like to read, so middle. I put a lot of pressure on myself to do things right. Yeah. I take the initiative to help other people make their lives easier. Not really. I put in the effort to make a good impression on other people. Yeah. I set ambitious goals for myself. Not really. I am an important member of my social group. I can describe my emotions in a lot of depth and detail. I can't do that, if I'm being completely honest. Sometimes I have a hard understanding of what I feel most of the time. That's, my big issue is that I feel a lot, but I can't exactly describe how I feel. I have to feel like an outsider, yeah. I find my mind to be a very interesting place. And if interesting you mean by dark and depressing, yeah. I am always aware of what can go wrong in a situation. Yeah, I have many ways of avoiding situations that get me down. Not really. Just put it in the middle. I am always up for a new adventure. Depends. I believe that usually things work out for the best. Not really. I stand up for what I believe in, even if it upsets other people. I don't know. I let other people take the lead. Yeah. I just like people who disrupt things by breaking the rules. I don't really care. I make alliances with people who can help me stay safe and secure. I guess. I'm often looking ahead towards what is coming next. Not really. Middle. I have different interests than most people. Yeah. The traditional way of doing things is the best way. As long as you can get it done, I guess. I don't think there has to be a best way. I'm a responsible and reliable person. I like to think so. I have a lot of plans of how I could improve myself. Nope. I make sure that even the small details are correct. Sure. I enjoy caring for others and their needs. Yeah. I want to be a person that others can look up to. Not really. I push myself to succeed. Sure. I make important contributions to my community. No. I really have strong emotions. No. I feel I truly never belong in social groups. Yeah. I want to learn as much as I can about how the world works. Middle. It is important for me to understand what can go wrong in a situation. I take steps to ensure I don't feel sad or lonely. Try not to, but you know how that can be. Trying new things keeps life interesting. Yeah, I'm an upbeat person. Nope. I am usually one that takes a stand when others won't. Nope. Other people have strong opinions. Sorry, keep hearing shit downstairs. Everyone has a role to play in society and a duty to do their best. Fuck, I don't know. I'm concerned with protecting what I have. I have a good sense of what my future holds. I am an average person with ordinary likes and dislikes. I don't know. I try new ways of doing things just to see if they will work. Not really. I have a great deal of willpower. Self-improvement is a major interest in mine. Not really. Okay, birth date survey. And what month were you born? January. What day were you born? 28th. On what continent were you like? North America? What is my age? That one. And what's my gender? I'm a woman. Get my results. Let's go, Enneagram. Analyzing your fears. Everything. What can you do about that? Oh, fucking nothing. See my results. Your Enneagram results. So it looks like I'm a 5 and a 9. So 5s believe their resources are scarce and that they don't have enough of what they need. Unlike other types who go out into the world and get more of what they need, 5s take the opportunity to approach instead of decide to minimize their needs as much as possible. To achieve this, they withdraw from the world, retreating into their minds and conserve their time, energy, and other resources. So, looks like I'm a 5, a 4, and a 9. So a 98%, a 92%, and a 93%. So a 5, 4, and a 9. Wow, that's interesting. So I hate that you have to buy to get the full fucking report. Because, yeah, and that's of course fucking $30. Which is dumb. But, I mean, there's that, I guess. So yeah, I guess that was basically it. Let me know what yours says about you down in the description. or down in the comments. I keep saying down in the description. I'm sorry. It's very early. And yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and love you guys.